Ladies and gentlemen, today we unveil the saga of Montego Bay United Football Club, a powerhouse in the footballing realm that has left an indelible mark on the canvas of Jamaican football. The pitch becomes the stage, and the players the protagonists of a narrative that unfolds with every sprint, every kick, and every roar from the passionate fans that fill the air. This episode is hosted by yours truly, O'Shea Daniel, and he took a trip to Westball Park.
Nevan, welcome, my brother.
Yeah,
You're
bro,
good.
yeah, man.
So today we are talking to Nevan, who is the vice captain of the Montego Bay Football Club, and we have a few little questions that we'd want to ask him. 8th place in the Jamaica Premier League right now, as we're speaking. Montego Bay United find themselves in that position. I know that the coach has strategies in place to go to playoffs, because once you're in playoffs, that's where the decision is made for who's going to play finals. But being at 8th place right now, what are the motives, what are the goals the team is moving forward with?
We have to just train hard every day. We don't have a mindset to top 6 in a hit. And like when you have doubt and a place, you don't stay up tonight or we don't play next season. Everybody have the same mindset right now because I'm position of the vibes in a camp and a training group. So I'm going to just use that as a motivation to drive forward. So, vibes right. Alright. Vibes okay.
So the motivation plus the vibes. I know what you mean when you say vibes, like the chemistry of how the team is playing, or everyone talk to each other.
Yeah,
that is the whole
yeah,
essence of
chemistry,
vibe.
everything I come through. Cause normally, when you got some team and training done, man, run. So then things go with the city. Training done. That's a 3-4 man together. That's just a reason. That boy training and life over. I get to know one another. You see me? 'Cause remember, so we have players from overseas. So most of them would have like communicate with it. Even Brazilian them. And they understand English. Cause I know if you say to them, say, yo, forward. They know. And they will go forward to you. See me?
Hey, what if I say that is one of my questions that I wanted to ask?
Yeah.
Because like Montego Bay United over the years, it's not just this season but previous season. I remember when I was going to high school and Sir Arville Powell, he was the owner at that time before Yoni and Mr. Spencer. Dr. Spencer has the team now. He first implemented a Spanish coach. I remember he took the team at some point and then Dean Weatherly took over, right?
Yeah.
But he was the first man to ever introduce a Spaniard into the Jamaica Premier League. So now to see players playing in the Jamaican Premier League and they are not bilingual, I would think. They speak Portuguese, right?
Yeah.
So now they come to Jamaica where not even 70% of Jamaica don't speak English. We speak Patois, right? So now imagine they're coming to another country where we are talking Patois. So they are understanding. As I say, if you say to one of them, yo, forward. When you say go on?
Yeah, they'll go forward, they'll go no. So many times we call them so different time. We call them one name, but they don't understand. Like we say, it's a killer. So I say, why pray? Good. That I say, I just say, so each one of them, we call them the name same way, but we call them a different vibe. So we agree it in the same way. You see me? We are training, coach, I explain something to it. Coach now have to explain it to them again or translate it in a Portuguese. And you see how I said, we figure say, yo, them understand. Even when you go in and play, coach now stop if you say, yo, explain to them, so we don't do this, we don't do that. You just have to go right through. You see me? So if you just do the one talk and then we just go with emotion and training and energy as always and training. You see me? So day by day we see them understand English.
Hey.
Yeah.
One thing I can tell you that I love with the internationals, because you have more than one country of internationals in the Montego Bay United team. Because I know you have Brazilians and you have Trinidadian, you have St. Lucians, so you have a lot of different. It's a wide diaspora of players, right? So when you're on the field, right? I remember one time, the number 6, Lima, The number 6, Lucas,
Yeah,
right? Lucas Lima, that's his name, yes man. He was knocking a ball to DNJ, that is the youngster from
25,
from Rossies, right? Just matriculating into the schoolboy football, and he was knocking the ball to him like 1 touch, DNJ made a mistake, 2 touch, DNJ made a mistake, 3 touch, DNJ made a mistake, and I see him run over with the mid, and him go butt down DNJ, and I'm like, what? So what's their passion like in the team?
It's just a natural passion for football, isn't it? You have to just know, say, you have to wake up. When you need to tell you 1, 2, 3 times, if you tell you to wake up. If you do make a mistake here, so you got football. We have to just make sure you say, yo, if you make 1, I know say next 9, I now make no more if I 10, I get for your game, you see me? So that the team and say, yo, you have to wake up,
yeah,
man.
But I understand it.
Sleep.
In our country, right, and in our culture, right,
Yeah.
I give you 3 ball and you mess up. But come over to me, you know, our mistake friend and me like feel, I'm say, turn away, I do. You get what I mean? And that's the attitude towards it. Brother, like the man literally run down for DNJ and have him fight in the DNJ face and like him and say, yo, what go on, brother?
I remember so we dumb too, you know, and he young, you know, so you see him now as a youth, I have to look for that, say, yo, I can't nothing wrong, him I tell him.
True.
Even though I say in English, he can't tell me nothing wrong. Most sick me I do wrong and he want me get it right, make him come to me that the energy that he say, yo, wake up. Because football, you know, football is a different sport. You know, it's a world to itself, you know. I tell you, you know, you can't go out on the road and you didn't want bad vibes. You know. Even you, as a man, you know, play no professional football right now. If you in your head have one little down feeling or you don't really have one good space, by the time you go play ball for 1 hour, hour and a half, you know, remember nothing till like you're fully cool down, you know, for 10, 20 minutes and you say, Jano, this going with me today, you know. If I want a problem, I find a solution for you and get it done, you know. You see me? So that's how the football world stay, you know, my bro. It's a different world. You have to understand that the world before you can go in it. Because I tell you, if you're going in the football world, you really swear, man, when you have them a friend too also, if you even make a some mistake and the passion your man got for your game, you would feel like you want to pray that the man I don't want to deal with him. I say football stay, bro, because even with their training, tackle I go hard, him tackle me hard, me tackle him hard. You see me? You can't feel say a war, a training. You see me? And so we have to build up with one another and say, oh, so you go, you know. You see, so when you go in a match, I see him, so me I defend him I defend me. If he make one mistake, me I cover for him. You see, pray. So
Passion.
Yeah, bro, I saw you go. You can't feel like saying make a mistake. I say, yo, someone make be a mistake. Cause watch out, when you are complaining about feel mistake, you know, next thing go, you boom, you make mistake. And you go the worst and feel. You see me? So you him goodly think say, watch out me there, so I make this a mistake. He might tell me about that time go make worse and me. You see me? You can't think, because football is a thinking game, you know.
True.
You say, you know.
Because of that, me just go ask you, know,
Yeah,
because
it's a mental
just imagine, right? I know that I'm on the field, right? And we were using the scenario with DNJ and Lucas, right? And they are there on the field, bro, and the mistake was happening.
Yeah.
If DNJ was supposed to think up on it, brother, like say, yo, Lucas diss me, or him disrespect me, or I don't like how him talk to me, you know.
Yeah.
Then it would affect him game
Yeah,
1,000%.
Yeah, because even when he said to me, he's still a run.
True.
He's still a run.
True,
Nah, stop
true,
him, he's
true,
still a
true.
run. You see me? So, him as a youth, he understand where we are set. Kind of like, you know, we've been rushing for training, and I say rush for set, make him feel, we've been setting for training, say, yo, what we set to you, you have to use it, go forward, you're young.
True.
When we gone, you go there, I said, you goodly gone before we. So you have to have a mentality to keep going no matter what situation. Even when your team down, I could have a 6-1 in our local World Cup where we have a training. You can't come back and turn 7-6 or 8-6. You see me? No matter what, you have to just play till the end. I just this idea, just the passion and the love we want to build and make people say, yo, football, I want sport, everybody can enjoy on and off the pitch.
So, as a senior player, right, we spoke about the internationals coming in and how the diaspora has accepted them and how they are intertwining and how everybody is working together as a unit, right?
Yeah.
But as a senior player with the youngsters, you just mentioned something, right? Like you're saying that as senior players, you have to talk to them because the future is theirs.
Yeah.
And the love that you have for the club, you don't want to see the club dwindle, right? You want to see the club flourish.
Yeah.
So I really understand what you're saying. So as a senior player, as a vice captain, right, of the team, how do you talk to a younger player now? Because remember now, you know, a younger player might be in his mind because he's just he just played the Costa Cup, schoolboy football, Manning Cup, right?
Yeah.
Got his glory now. He's a star, right? But now you're trying to talk to him to let him know that all right, today is your day that you're gonna move forward to go such and such, because remember now, here is where you get the contract, we soon start talking about contract and your future endeavors, right? But you have to implement a little mindset in him now for him not to be too overwhelmed, but also to play good football. As a senior player, how do you relay that to them?
Well, the conversation between we and the young one just completely start from the feeling. So, now go just come slow side and start just and they say conversation start. So you see based on how you play and how you react to when we say something to you, they say conversation start, you know, how your attitude stay towards the ball. Because me can just reason with you and you tell me different stories, say yeah, you can do this. Yes, you can, because you're confident to say you can do it, you know. But so when you go up on the pitch and you not do it, you're not consistent in what you are the one, you would say, yo, come on man, where you do? Where you miss that, so? And you have to go in your shell. You have to know, say, yo, how to deal with them. You know, so we can't do talk to you so again. So when we talk to you again, if you make a mistake, you say, come again. Better, you see me? Because every player have different emotions, different feelings. You have to know how to talk to your player in your team. How they going to react to you. If you say certain things to them, you see me? You have to know your player them specifically. So you see them as you, yeah, some of them you can talk to rough, some you can't talk to rough. Some of the time you can talk to them in 2 ways and they accept it. You see me? So how they know we're going to deal with them when they do. Because you see, if they do certain things, to be not talk to them, they're going to know, say, yo, turn up, go say something to me about this, you know. You see me? Brian Brown, go say something to me about this, you know. You see me? You feel a joke, I remember saying that them, the man we talking in a game more, you know.
True.
Pogba same way, you know. You see me? You hear party say things now and then, you know. But them are going to know the type of person, the response we are going to come from, the type of person. So them are going to know, so them have to just move forward with it. Depends on them, you know. If them want to use it, go forward, or if they want to use it, to put themselves in a one shell where you can't show your talent that way you can really do. You see, pray? Yeah, fam. So I just they say they right now and they have the understanding them and grow. You know, easy if you just come in a league and do it right away. Because it happened with some youth before when they don't play schoolboy football and things. You see me? So it can't happen, man. It's a thing where you have to grow with. Because Premier League is rough, you know. You feel like it's soft, you know, but it's rough. So you see every match you play, it depends on the team. You come like I want final. The next day like you want to get up out of your bed, but you can't get up. But the passion you have for it, you have to get up. And if you say you don't want to get up, you just get up early and you just do the sit down. I open your hair and just sit down on your bed. You see, pray? Yeah, bro. So my time passion for your sport. Not even alarm clock you need to wake you up, you know. Because I tell you, say, so my time I wake up before my alarm, you know, do this. I don't know if you happen to some man, you know, but you see, you love where you have for your thing, bro. You don't need alarm for set. To wake you up before you're even late to go somewhere, bro. Because I see me the already, I'm even my alarm set from Sunday to Sunday. So my phone always an alarm. I ever wake up before my alarm. Swear, I don't know about no man, but to me, I always wake up before it because I'm ready for it.
Our body becomes accustomed
so
to what we are normally doing.
Yeah, so you see right? The next day what we want to do, we know what we're going to do before it even happens.
True.
So we don't set the mind, say, alright, that this we're going to do or that we're going to do. So that come like a day done already and it even started. You see me? So you have to wake up before you have to wake up before your alarm. Really, I know something going to some ball and get the vibes right. You see me? Yeah, bro. So you go in there football, and so you go in there team to get more and then buy the football. So, yo, football make you beat us, so man, we never know, so that turn out real, bro, you know. And your ball make you all have him as your blood, you know, my friend.
True.
I'm telling you, you want him in a fear family and him go in a your family too, you know, bro.
That's an extended family because
yeah,
you talk about mother family, father family,
so,
brother.
Yeah,
whoa,
so you connect this, so
you see, football is passionate, football is a family thing. Football is not only a me sports because remember now, track and field as Craig Butler always say. You say one man just get up and go run. You understand? No, it's a collective effort where up to the man between the what they call the custodian, the man in the goal, up to him. Have a part to play because guess what, if you beat the third line, you know, sir, I just one more line left and a goal. So we understand at 25-year-old, a senior player in the Montego Bay United team. What are your future endeavors?
Well, future endeavors are just go overseas, get more contract, do some more football, show the quality same. I always think to improve because you can't settle for less. I always have to strive for more. No matter where you're there, you can't stop. If you reach one point where you say, yeah, try to gain more things from what you have. I said win trophies. Make sure say you left an impact in a way you do. You always work hard. You can't do things about to say you are every just lay back. You have to keep on going, say we. But the whole of man them from out there with the national right now, Chippy, Bosa. And then man, Becky them said we still have a fast said we. The national team big in a man. You know anything Yaki them said the whole of them, Morris them. Them man there, you have to use it as a motivation, said we. Bobby them, Barry them, whole of them. See him football thing is a family because he come from Turk with them, Morris them days. So
only if
as
you would know, you know? Only if they would know.
I just, they say come from, I just link and the football, bro, family. So you can always feel safe with who you're there around. You don't feel threatened by no one, you see me? So I did say come from. So the motivation to go forward, he did it. Start from looking at what them the man they do. So you have to say, yo, we can help from it, you know. Main thing we take a consistency, you know, bro. Because you see, if you're not consistent, you're going to throw your back, you're going to on and off. You see me? So that's my main thing for you keep going in football, consistency, you see me? Keep on going, it's a repeat. So every day it go higher steady way, you see me? Because it go forward, you know, go back forward. So it go high, it go high. You see me? So I just say it right now. Stay consistent.
Respect, you know, man.
Believe.
Respect, you know, man. You see the interview here? Like, this interview has opened my eyes to so much. Where it comes on to passion, right? Like, you can even be talking to a teammate, right? And you're so upset at him, like, because at the moment, the 90 minutes, we're thinking about 90 minutes now, right? So, it's not like you can go buy another 90 minutes at that point. You wait on the other 90, and you know that 90, it's 3 points you want, right? So, you're out there, and you know that at some time, more might meet. But at the end of the day, football is like family. And as Popcorn said, you know, family, and we say family. Respect again, I never. Yes, I know. Courtney. There, man. You good?
Yeah, man. You know, bless you.
Alright. So you just left from Harbourview on the second round of the Jamaica Premier League. You left Harbourview. You are now at Montego Bay United. I understand that in the city of the Stars in the East, right? Harbourview, the Stars in the East. They have a culture of mostly Jamaicans. Right? No. You are here with some internationals, some Portuguese. They're not Portuguese, but they're Brazilian. They speak Portuguese, right? And I would like to know, how do you relate to them in training? How is that part for you?
I mean, sometimes you do sign language or you talk to them slow. If you try to talk fast, they won't understand you. So you have to do sign languages and just talk to them slow so they can understand. I realize sometimes they don't understand and laugh and say, yes. But I laugh and I realize, but it doesn't matter because once you point and they understand football, it's not a problem.
Because football is more of a directional game because you go diagonal or horizontal. So when you say that you point, I understand that aspect of it. So the culture in the football team, not only one language being spoken, how does everybody come together and have one language, the language of Montego Bay United? How is that language spoken?
I mean, once you're a football player, you're going to understand. This is professional football. So it's not hard to understand once you're playing football. So that makes it easier. Yeah.
So that means the culture of the club is a professional one.
Yes.
So speaking to anybody in any language, it doesn't really matter because you're talking one language and that one language is football.
Yes.
And to relate to somebody else, even if that person cannot even speak, it is easy because football is one language, as you're saying.
Yeah, that's what is going on right now. So once you understand football, it's not going to be a problem. Very easy.
Lovely. For a 25-year-old right now, you are seeking better for yourself. You're now playing in the Jamaica Premier League. What are you looking forward to at 25 now?
Well, it was a little up and down for me. But right now, I'm just trying to get my farm so I can even get a contract and play my best year at Montego Bay United, even to win the trophy, so I can carry my career further overseas and do what I can do and motivate the youngsters to come up. Yeah, so that's the aim right now.
You just mentioned up and down. Could you just give me a little about the up and down that happened?
After leaving schoolboy football, I wasn't on any good form. It's like I'm playing good, then started to drop form and to go up back. I'm not able to catch a full form as yet, which I'm trying to do, and I'm gonna make sure I do that coming back home right now. So the focus right now is 100%, and I'm gonna work on it. I have to laugh because humility is at its best right now for Courtney Allen. Why? He has won the Premier League twice. He has won it with Portmore United and Cavalier United. So this fella right here is very humble. You notice he has never ever mentioned that he has won the Premier League twice. What about it again? He spoke about schoolboy football. Do you remember this name? Craigton Charlton. I remember that name. You remember when they lost 2-0 to Spot Valley? I think it was November 6, 2017, because it was quite after my birthday. I remember that, man. I laughed, man. Lenny Hyde cried, man. This was the guy that spoiled their day. You see how humble he is? That is what I'm telling you. Like, football is so
Schoolboy
fun.
footballer, prolific from Russies, matriculated from his last season of schoolboy football into a Jamaica Premier League. The only set of persons I remember doing that were the prolific Ricardo Morris and Alan Atty. Those were the guys I remember just leaving schoolboy football and matriculating straight into schoolboy, into the Jamaican Premier League. D&J Massey has done that too. How was that for you?
It was a journey, you know, coming from Russies, coming straight into the Premier League. You know, from I was little, I always dream about playing football. So when I get the opportunity, I just come and just train and work my way.
Like, just not too long ago when they say from you were little, your dream was to play for Montego Bay United. At once, you know, but then I remember that you are a youngster, you're probably what? 18-year-old, so you can't even play schoolboy football again. You can't, because of the year you were born. Not the year, the month you were born. If you were born in September now, or even October, then you could have played schoolboy football again. So he's a youngster, and for him to be there in his mind, thinking in his primitive stage that, hey, I want to play for Montego Bay United. And now he is playing for Montego Bay United. I remember one Sunday, I was around here. I don't remember the team that they were Portmore. They were playing Portmore, man. Yes, Austin talking off his mouth and budding up the players and thing, and 2-0, you know. They had Montego Bay United, man, and D&J out there running. At one point I ever asked my friend, he shows that engine oil him drink because he's not tired. No point I see D&J do not like this. Me, he the party go about a long time. D&J run and he's 2 score. And MBU managed to win the game 3-2. Denry Williams came and scored the other goal. So, like, you're a prolific, boss. You did it in schoolboy football. Now you're doing it at MBU. Also, I remember one match, the only match that you guys played at the Catchinall Sports Complex. There was one incident I was talking to Turner about it, right? With you and Lucas, and brother, I laughed till I nearly dead. Because it was just so funny, because normally in our culture, right? A man fan you off and say, yo, go here or something, you know? Boss run up like, yo, what? Well, I can't say what he was saying because I couldn't hear him, but that was Portuguese, right? This was his action, right? And at that point, how did you feel? Honest. Be brutally honest. How did you feel?
Nobody feel.
Nobody feel.
Because I did something like, losing the ball. So that's the reason why I was so upset. So I understand. And the only thing that was going through my mind was to, come on, you can do better. You can do better. You can do better. So when I see you do that, it just motivates me to do better. So no bad feeling.
Because, alright, look at it. In the world, in society, right? Not football world, but normal society, right? Imagine somebody did that to you, right? Did that exact same thing to you. You get what I mean? Like, I know that for me, let me say somebody did that to me in this society. I know that my response to it, maybe I wouldn't fight but I would argue too. You get what I mean? Because then you'd make me feel some type of way. So then I would use my level of retaliation to argue with you. You get what I mean? And you didn't do that none at all, you know. I just see you like you just lift up your spirit and like you say, alright, time to go again, and you started. So with the different language coming into the team, how are you gelling with the players? You're a youngster, and in the Jamaican curriculum, the secondary school curriculum, they don't teach Portuguese, it's Spanish and English. So how have you matriculated to talk the Portuguese and the English, or how do you talk?
Ball speak,
Jeez.
play football. You just have to know the game. So when you know the game, you just play football. You don't have to, you can talk, but you don't have to know what you're saying. When you play the ball speak the word.
Okay. That is the same thing Paddy was saying, that the ball speak its own language. Like it is a universal language once you're playing football. If you can't speak, you can't talk, right? You're a mute. The ball is gonna play.
When people play,
because they have something in the ball shaking, right? So I understand what you mean. So unison language of football. Massive. Big up in number. Yeah? Yes. Welcome, Coach Santos.
Nice to have me.
So we are here, and as we spoke to the other footballers, right? The conversation that we sparked, right, or we started, it was the bilingual aspect of it, right? With players being international. I mean, I say international. I'm not talking about international English speakers, but international Portuguese speakers, also Spanish speakers. So you are a coach that is also an international that is bilingual. So I know that it might be easy for you to relay conversations to anyone that plays because you speak both languages. But how is it on the field for the players?
Yeah, we have now 3 Brazilian players, which is William, the goalkeeper, Lucas, the midfielder, the number 6, and Jean Claudio, which is the midfielder, number 10, yeah. And well, when they arrived, they did not speak English at all. So I had in the trainings and even during the match translate to them what's going on, even when I say. Now they developed already. I would not say they speaking, but they can understand the football related matters. So even when I talk with the players, I talk in English. I don't need to translate them anymore because they catch up already, right? But of course, to talk is a little bit more difficult. But even among themselves, now they're relating with the Jamaican players, so they don't have at that moment any language barrier. They had when they arrived, but now they settle up. And I think by the time they will be even better. I mean, I think by the time they could even talk.
You be in 8th place right now. How are you looking forward towards the playoffs? Because every team right now wants to be in top 6. You're 8th, not far from 6. What are your...
Yeah, a lot. Of course, we had some strengthening in the team in the window that just closed on January 31st.
Yes.
The team get stronger. So, of course, our target is to be in the top 6. Not easy because the Premier League, Jamaica Premier League, is very tough. It's very balanced. So any team can beat any other team. Doesn't matter the position in the table. So we have to take match by match, right? For instance, now after tomorrow on Sunday we have Very United right here at West Paul. So our focus got to be in that. We cannot think further because this will span out our concentration. So we need to focus completely in that match. And that's how we're supposed to go. Match by match, trying to get 3 points, maximum points we can get of each match, and see in the end of the second round. But I'm pretty positive that we can achieve that.
For the second round so far, I believe it's 5 home games back to back?
No, we have 3 now.
Oh, 3 home games back to back.
Yeah, we have
Vere,
Arnett, and Humble Lions.
Humble Lions, right?
Yeah, and then we go away, if not mistaken, to play Portmore away.
Okay.
But this is gonna be
so at least 3 home games, right? you have in the bag. Not in the bag, but you're vying for those 3 home games.
Yeah.
And I am for it.
Uh-huh.
I am here to see it, right? You
Uh-huh.
said that you got new ballers for the transfer window. I remember Turkman coming in. You and him have a relationship before because he played for the team that you won with,
Yeah.
right? Because a lot of persons might not know, but Costa Santos already won the Premier League with Montego Bay United with like the likes of Jermaine Wozencraft, Orlando, Fuzzy McBean. So a lot of those players that he won with. So he is here now playing with 2 of his old players, which would be Brian Brown and Owen Gordon. If my memory serves me right, I'm looking on the players list. I don't think anybody else now presently was on that team other than those 2. Brian
Yeah,
Brown
actually, Owen Gordon and Brian Brown were in different phases of the team because Gordon is a little bit older than Brian Brown, right? But I coach both of them in their very early career, and they're here to add a lot of quality for the team. So we are full of confidence that we can reach the top 6 in the end of the second round. Okay. So we go for it. But we have to think only about this next match, which is against Very United here. Gonna be a tough match, but we have to use our supporters, our funds, and our home ground facility to put 3 points for us in the table.
Lovely. And as I can recall, the game against Cavalier, right? You guys lost. And I was watching the game, and from my perspective, I'm not a coach, but that I have for football, right? I remember Brian was playing the number 9 role.
Yeah.
Right? And Fletcher was playing the number 10 role.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And for me, just for me, for my sake, I believe because Brian Brown is more exposed to the game, he's more mature in the game, right? I would have put him at the number 10, seeing that he's more vocal, because I've watched a lot of games with MBU since first season and first round, second round, right? And I see how vocally is how he talks to the ballers, how the ballers appreciate his effort of giving his input, right? Having him at number 10 instead of a number 9, just that little switch right there, how do you think that would play out?
Look, Fletcher, first of all, Fletcher did in that match did a fantastic job as a number 10. Fantastic. With the ball and without ball, up and down, like box-to-box man, did a fantastic play. Brian Brown is not that dynamic. So to play the role of number 10, he has much more ground to cover. So I think it would be a little bit more complicated to him. It's not about the football skills to play in that position, which he has. The problem is his mobility, which is a little bit less than Fletcher. So I think he would not be able to do the physical demanding of that position.
But okay, so
because as a striker, as a number 9, he has less ground to cover. So it's better to him.
Because if you're the number 10, you'd have the second and the third line to cover. Yes,
up and down.
I know I understand what level of dynamic you're talking about. So okay, I understand. So thank you very much, Coach.
Welcome. Was a pleasure to talk with you guys.
Yes, man. It was a pleasure talking to you too.
All right, man. Always.
Yes,
take care.
Thank you very much.
Respect.
Yes.
1.
Thank you for tuning in to another episode of the Sports That You Talk Show. See you next time.